So before we get started, I just want to say I've seen like 20 out of my 21 actual comments on my YouTube videos just saying, "Oh, your FPS sucks. Get a new PC. Save up your money. Come on, my eyes are dying." And yeah, I'm trying, guys. I'm gonna get a PC soon, I hope. I'm not getting a pre-built since you guys said not to, and my dad did. So I'm gonna build my own, but it's taking a while right now, so just keep that in mind. But hopefully in like 2 weeks or so your eyes won't have to suffer and you don't want to rip them out. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And by the way, thank you guys so much for the support. I think we just hit 41 subs, which is crazy, and I'm gonna be doing like a 5 mil giveaway at 50 subs. Like if you have less money and you want to start flipping or whatever, there's probably a giant chance you're gonna win, since probably like 5 people are gonna actually enter. So I'm just saying. But anyways, let's just get into it. So the new mayor Aatrox just came out, and he basically upgrades slayers a lot, and I've never been really motivated to do slayers, but with this I just decided to do some. It's really effective, since I've always wanted like to get a mana flux or an uwu flux or just any of the other drops, like Tara armor, especially for fighting drags or whatever. So slayers really important, plus you can probably get some good profit out there. But basically he just upgrades it so you get 20% more 20% better drop chance to get like one of those rare drops, like a scythe blade, which sucks and costs like 1 mil now, but or a tar talisman, because those cost like 5 mil. So he helps you get that, along with making the prices half, so that's gonna also really help motivate you, since you probably won't be losing as much as you did before, and it's only gonna cost 25k to do a tier 4. So Aatrox is out, so make sure you abuse the Slayer update and just grind some Slayers while he's out. But basically I'm just gonna go over some tips and then go over which Slayer you want to do and the armor you're gonna need for it. So let's start off with the tips. Now obviously when you're doing Slayers, you're trying to get like a higher Slayer level or whatever, and get unlock new items that you can wear and everything. But another thing is you want to get rare drops. So as I said, tar talisman, fly swatter, or any overflux capacitated, I don't know, but basically you're just trying to get rare drops. And so let me turn off my music because this is bothering me. But basically you're trying to get rare drops. So a big influence on this is your magic find. So just a tip, get a cookie buff. So this costs 800k on bin, but it's super worth it. It gives you bits, plus then you also get fame, which doesn't really matter, but the main thing is you get like 15 magic find or whatever, which will increase your chances. Another big tip I want to give is god pots. You probably already know that. Help you do way more damage, tank more, and also give you magic find, a lot of magic find. And I'm in superior, so I get a little more, but more things, Daedalus Axe plus the Black Cat or whatever. But to be honest, it's not worth it. It's way too expensive. If you want to spend 80 mil on some more magic find, sure, you do you, but just stick with these few things to get that extra magic find. But yeah, let's just start off with the Slayers. So we have 3 Slayers out right now. Maybe a new Slayer update will come out, but so far we have the Sven, Tara, and the Revenant Horror. These are all good, but starting with the Revs, Revs are super easy, especially if you're just in 3-4 strong or whatever. You can easily just kill Revs, and if you're worse, grinding Revs will be way easier. Boss drops, they don't give you that much unless you're tier 7, and that's only Scythe Blade. So if you're looking to get money, Revs is not the way. This is great for grinding combat XP, and it's probably the best way to do this. And yeah, so if you want combat XP, your god pod gives you combat XP boost, and you can just grind some revs and you'll be getting leveling up your combat relatively quickly. You can also use like a revived heart, which is also really good for tanking, and a reaper mask if you get slayer level 7, which is like necessary for being a good tank like outside of dungeons, which you probably won't need if you have superior. It also gives you the voodoo doll, which is super insane, even in dungeons. But Rev's great for combat XP, and also gives you some good slayer recipes. Tara, now you're gonna need like better armor to do this. Oh, and by the way, all you need is 3-4 strong and like an AOTD to beat a Rev 4, and just make sure that you have a god pal on and maybe a decent pet. For the Tarantula Broodfathers, these are probably like you should get Tara armor. This is relatively cheap, and it's probably going for around 2.5 mil. That might not be that cheap to you, but it's worth it. You need to get the kill enough Tars to get that giant defense boost so you can actually kill them, or you could just wear superior and kill them. But tier 3s are also great for making money. Now, one thing I want to point out is you have to be like tier 6 or tier 7 to get Tara Talisman and the spider pet. So the good thing about this is you only need level 5 to actually get a fly swatter, which goes for millions, I think, right now. So if you're lower level and just grinding some Broodfather 3s and you get Slayer 5, it's going to be a great way to maybe get an RNG drop and make a lot of money, especially while Aatrox is out. Also, at Spider level 5 or Tara level 5, you get the Tara armor. You're able to wear it, or 4, I kind of forgot. You can check that out, but this is the #1 best set, unless some other thing. Well, I quit drags, but for doing drags, since you that double jump ability, plus you get like double damage on some hit and a bunch of other weird. Oh, and then you get some crit damage for strength, so you're going to be doing decent amount of damage and being able to melee the dragon as long as you crystal swap. But gives you great slayer recipes. All you have to do is grab a Runon's bow and your Tara armor or superior, run around and just kind of shoot the spiders. Rabbit also really helps. Just get a god pot. But if you want to do tier 3s, you just need 3-4 strong, and you should be able to do it. But good drops, not horrible combat XP, but good drops, especially if you're a lower level, and good recipes. But next we have Sven's. Personally, this is my least favorite. It's just so boring, just for me though. The stuff you're gonna need to beat this is either, again, tier 4 is either superior or mastiff. Pooch sword is meh, you don't have to have it to beat a 4-4. I beat it right now with just superior and a livid dagger, and I'm just chilling in a pond. But it has 2 million health. It does decent amount of damage, but as long as you have like 100% attack speed and doing 50k, you should be fine. But like tier 3, this is probably the best RNG drop, although you have to be like Slayer level 7 or whatever. But you get the overflux capacitator, and that's going for like 40 mil, which is going to be insane, but it's like super duper rare, so I don't think you probably won't get it, but if you do, that's easy profits. Another bonus to Sven's is they actually give you the red claw artifact, and if you're going for all the talismans and you get Master or Slayer level 5 for this, you can actually get the red claw artifact, and it gives you good crit damage, plus it's an epic accessory, so it gets a pretty good reforge. But just another helpful thing. Weird tuba is but I haven't really unlocked it because it's gonna take a lot of grinding, but I'm trying to get the mana flux right now, and I'm grinding some massive. Just a tip for all of them. You're gonna want to grind revs in the graveyard. So, cover your eyes, please. This is gonna be incredible lag. Depressing, but so noobs can probably just grind in the zombie area and do like 1s or 2s, but if you're actually wanting to like grind revs and you have at least 3-4 strong or anything better or worse like unstable, you can go over to the crypt goals and you'll be getting the things way faster. Plus these gives you great combat XP and just this XP, so also a positive bonus. There's these guys that aren't that good, but yeah, now the next thing you want to do for Sven's is, if we warp home, just go to, where is it? Yeah, all right, go to Birch Park or any other park, and just once you're here, you guys probably already know this, but I'm just going over it again. To here, or you could just use a horse and glitch through it if you want. But basically you just come in here and it's kind of like crypt goals. They're just way harder than the regular wolves that you fight in the ruins. But basically when you fight a tier 4 or whatever, to be honest, I can't even take it and I'm in full superior. Basically you just want to chill here because the wolves moves really slow, and if you have like a livid dagger or something, 100% attack speed, you can kind of just go wham on them. So yeah, Aatrox makes slayers way easier, but or not, just better drops and all, but when you're fighting Mastiff, just stay in the corner here and just keep hitting him, because if he comes in the water, he can't hit you if you keep hitting him. The only problem you're gonna face is when he spawns the pups, but you just gotta be careful, and if they start cornering you, teleport to the other side and keep hitting him. You can kind of chip him down very slowly, but make sure if you're not in Mastiff with a pooch sword, then you don't want to really tank because you're kind of going to get destroyed because his DPS is just insane. So make sure to just stand there and melee the guy, but that's about it. Again, you're going to want a Runin's bow, kind of jump around everybody and shoot everything. Tar bosses is quite easy. Since he's like all jumpy and whatever, you're just, oh, another quick tip before I start Tara is let him hit you once. You should be able to, at least in superior, take it like 5 times, so, or more than probably. You just want to hit him once so he doesn't heal up, because if you don't let him hit you once, he's just gonna go wham on you. This is definitely the hardest slayer, and 3-4 strong can only beat like a tier 3 barely, just because of the DPS and everything. But as long as you stay in the water, it should be relatively easy. For Chara, again, you just wanna go to Spider's Den, go to like the middle area, or you could just kind of like the bat strat or whatever is go on top of Spider's Den and just shoot down. The problem with this is you don't get mini bosses, and that gives you a lot of your XP, but basically you can just kind of jump around and shoot your bow. As long as it has aiming, it should get a lot of them. And when you hear that weird sound, then you can go to where you shot and go melee him with a livid dagger. Make sure to go in a corner because he is super jumpy and does a bunch of knockback. A 3-4 strong is only going to be a third one, unlike a tier 3, unlike revs, but all you have to do, superior or a higher level Tara, go in a corner and with your radiant or mana flex or reflex or whatever you have, just go in a corner and start hitting him. Quite simple, but yeah, there's no real good place like all the other ones. There's no crypt golds or crypt spiders or whatever, so just kill these ones. And yeah, make sure to kill your mini bosses, because oh crap, someone just died by Emperor, rip. But yeah, it's really easy. Make sure to grind out your wolves, especially because for that mana flux and Radiant Orb and whatever, that's super effective, and you use that even in dungeons floor 5, so super effective. Slayers I highly recommend doing while the new mayor is out, and that's my Slayer guide, and peace.